Go. Hey guys, thanks
Hello.
for joining us again. We're going to be talking about Pacific Rim Uprising, which is number 2 in the franchise.
Yes.
Which we managed to see this week. I was actually looking forward to it. You were not
No.
so much.
Not at all.
But well, we should probably say this because we've never said it before. Spoilers.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Always.
Spoilers. There's
Always
always
spoilers.
Movie review. I find it hard not to reveal spoilers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Always give something away.
But was looking forward for this movie. I really did enjoy the first movie as something kind of unique, and of course Guillermo del Toro directed it,
Yes.
developed it, which I'm a big fan of his. And it was also a very fun movie. Couldn't say the same about the acting. The acting was pretty horrendous.
Dear Lord. My God.
It reminded me kind of the acting like Christian Haydenson in Revenge. Oh yeah, Christian Haydenson in the Clone Wars. Yeah, Attack of the Clones.
No,
that kind of level
I still
bad acting.
think he was better.
But in all fairness, it's probably had a lot to do with the script too.
Yeah.
So the script,
for sure.
I think it was a very high concept film. Well, not high concept, just like high entertainment value.
Yes, big budget.
Very much like Transformers, just
yeah.
lots of robots and
Yes.
smashing and action and that kind of stuff. Which was, if you take it at face value, it's a good movie for that. But if you're looking to get enlightened and become more intelligent, it's not that kind of movie.
No, not at all.
And look, Pacific Rim Uprising, the sequel, kept it very much in that vein.
Yeah, although, like, I am not a fan of the first one. It's one of those really memorable movies for me because it was that bad to me.
You just didn't like Ron Perlman.
No, it's not just him. I think what bothered me was, like, the accents. The very weird accents in the first one. Because isn't one of them meant to be Australian, but he's not actually an Australian actor?
Oh, yeah, yep.
That just threw me off. Like, why don't they ever actually just get someone who has that accent naturally? Because it just sounds so weird when they put it on. Because you just know that person's not.
Depends if they can get the same kind of star
That's
power.
what I mean. Or yeah, but like, come on, we've got like good people in Australia now. That was a few years ago, but we still had good people then.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just what threw me off with the first one, and the script was just so cheesy. Like, don't get me wrong, visually it was okay, not the best for me.
Oh, visually amazing.
Not the best for me.
Okay.
Well, when you compare it to something like Avatar or something, you know, like.
Well, that's in a league of its own.
Exactly, yeah. But that has like a benchmark. So Pacific Rim, like, yeah, it was Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim.
So it was good, but it just wasn't special for me.
Okay.
The second one, the storyline kind of saved it. Like, I actually didn't hate the second one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, no, I think with this story, they did try and make it a little bit more highbrow, if that's a good way to describe it. Like, there was a bit more involved with the story.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. The storyline was much more, like, there actually was one this time.
So, like, the story pretty much follows on, I think it's 10 years after the original, when Stacker Pentecost gave his life to seal the breach in the first movie, and it follows on from his son, so Jake Pentecost.
Yeah.
And he's not living up to his dad's role. He's
kind of a rebel.
He's kind of like a rebel, not living up to the image of his father or his family name. You kind of find out that he was a Jaeger pilot but flunked out. And he's scrapping bits and pieces from old Jaegers to sell on the black market for things like, I think, soft drinks and shirts, and he sold a car for some food or something at some point, or traded. Yeah. And you get introduced to his character pretty early on, and then he gets on a salvage mission. He runs into Damani, I think it is.
Amara?
Oh, sorry, Amara. And then he finds that she's like 15 years old, and she's actually made her own Jaeger, and they're both looking for the same part, and that's how their stories.
Am I the only one that every single time they said Jaeger thought, Jaeger bombs!
Jaeger
woo! That's all I thought about the whole movie.
You're not allowed to swear in this one, remember?
Well, I didn't swear. I said Jaeger bomb.
Okay. Anyway. But, yeah, so that's how the story starts. And then he gets co-opted back into the Jaeger League, or the Jaeger training program, and he takes her as a trainee, and that's how...
She's very skilled, yeah.
She's a skilled Jaeger maker.
Yes, and then she kind of gets introduced to all the other young like
recruits,
and there's like a little bit of turmoil there.
Yeah. And then the whole kind of like the premise of is this company called Shao that wants to make Jaegers but wants to make them drones,
like autopilot,
so they could like automate it, so they could remote
control them
basically.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have the people inside.
And that's where the conflict is. That you wouldn't have the Jaeger pilots anymore. You wouldn't need two of them.
Yeah.
And that's when this rogue Jaeger comes into the picture as well. So Obsidian Fury, I think they call it.
In Sydney.
In Sydney, of all places. It actually
didn't actually even look anything like Sydney.
Filming actually started in Sydney in 2016.
Oh my goodness.
So they actually filmed here in Australia.
Just literally had like the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the Opera House, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's Sydney. No, it's not.
Anyway.
Anyway.
But yeah, so the story is kind of like a espionage, like a corporate espionage kind of storyline there, where the Shao is actually the bad guy, but it turns out to be a big
not
misdirect.
The bad guy, yeah.
But yeah, going further into it just seems like not the right thing right now.
Nah.
Sorry, guys.
I'm getting bored just rethinking about it.
I thought so.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's definitely a movie you guys should check out for yourself.
I mean, action was good, like all
popcorn. It's a popcorn movie, definitely. Like it's enjoyable to watch without thinking.
Yeah.
So
I got very distracted.
Definitely a movie to watch at the cinemas though, because it does lose that effect.
Yeah.
If you wait for it to come out on Blu-ray or DVD.
It's true.
Because it is a spectacle film.
Yeah, it's true.
So it's better watched in the cinemas if you can catch it before it disappears. But yeah, don't go in expecting brilliant acting or a brilliant script.
No, don't.
It's more about visual effects feast.
Yeah.
And giant robots killing giant monsters.
That's pretty much it.
Which is fun. Which is fun to watch sometimes.
Sometimes.
Definitely not a fan, you are.
No.
But
what would you rate it? Talking about it.
Well, look, you always say we can't do halves, and I'm not going to do halves.
Yeah.
But I would give it, if I could, I'd give it between a 7 and an 8. But I'll go 7.
Whoa!
I'll go 7. Yeah, I just enjoyed the film.
Oh my god. I'm going to be a real B word on this one and give it a 3.
Fair enough. It's not your type of movie. And
No.
It's not everyone's type of movie either.
No. But I respected it, and I was not expecting much, given the first movie, to me, was such a flop.
Yep.
So I was actually surprised with this one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but still, 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough. Well, guys, don't forget that we also have an Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter account. So if you guys want to follow us on there, otherwise, subscribe and like the video if you did enjoy it, and leave us some comments. We always like to hear what you guys thought about the movie, and we'd be more than happy to reply back.
Yeah,
start
always.
a discussion.
Always. Yeah, tune in for next week, so we'll be doing the Avengers as well.
Yes, we will be.
So excited.
So excited to watch this movie. It's
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You have to catch up on all the other ones.
Oh
though.
god, yeah. So
she hasn't seen the Captain America movies.
No, because the
How bad
first
is that?
one was...
How bad is that?
Yeah. I will get there, though. I will.
You have tonight.
I will persist.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.